This is my team selection video for Game Week 26, double Game Week 26, I mean. And let's go over quickly. There's 18 hours until the deadline, and I don't know what to do with my free transfer, whether I should save it or not. And I'm leaning towards triple captain Gabriel, but I'm just quickly looking over here. This is my overall rank right now, top 43k. And last game week I got 72 points. The most transferred in players, we got Gyökeres, Bruno, Zubamendi, Rice, obviously because these Arsenal players have a double. João Pedro and Bruno I already have. And then out Harry Wilson. I own Harry Wilson and both Igor Thiago. So let's see what we could do with them. Perhaps we could sell them. Transfers made already over 10 mil. Okay, we don't really care about this stuff anyway. Let's go here. This is my team. I had Dubravka and Roofs. I thought this was a game week for Dubravka because he had Palace. But they both ended, and he had Arsenal, but they both ended up getting 1 point, so it didn't really matter. Double Arsenal clean sheet, so both 6 points. And this is when I thought Anderson would cook against Everton. He was actually going to, but then they conceded a bit late into the match, around the 75th minute, I think, and then they conceded twice. Yeah, so that sucks. Rogers finally got an attacking return for me. Bruno, yet again, back-to-back 10-pointers, both captaincies. Harry Wilson let me down, which is quite unlike him. Declan Rice 5 points. He got DEFCON and a clean sheet point. He has not gotten an attacking return from me thus far since I've owned him. So he's completely useless. I should have never sold Semenyo or Cunha or whoever I had. Mbuemo cooked for me, but the thing is though, I sold Bruno G so I could buy Mbuemo, and I thought Bruno G was injured. Turns out Bruno G came back straight into the starting 11, got a goal that shouldn't even probably have been a penalty. And he also picked up an assist, and he ended up getting more points than Mbuemo by, I think, 3. And same thing happened last week with João Pedro, where I sold Ekitike. Ekitike scored a brace. João Pedro still cooked as well, but João Pedro got 3 less points than Ekitike. So I took 2 small L's there. I thought I cooked with Igor Thiago starting him over Haaland because Haaland had never scored against Liverpool at Anfield before until I benched him, and of course it was a penalty, which probably shouldn't even have been a penalty, just like the Bruno G one. And of course that was a nice assist though. He got an assist too, and then of course he got 3 bonus too, but good thing he took off his shirt so he got booked to soften the blow a little bit. So a 6-point difference between the two is either I was benching Igor Thiago or Haaland, and I just thought Igor Thiago, there's a chance he could cook against Newcastle because Newcastle have been kind of smelly recently. But yeah, so I was never going to bench him over Harry Wilson, who got my lowest score for my attack. But anyway, now that I was at 20k rank before Holland and City and Liverpool played. I was at 20k, and then I dropped back, and so I went from 47k to 20k to now 43k. So could be worse, could be better, but we move anyway. Game week 26, double game week 26 is my team selection right now. I am thinking I could sell. Okay, hang on. So I go Dubravka with Crystal Palace away, and Roofs with Liverpool at home. Honestly, I'm tempted to start Roofs with Liverpool because Liverpool like to spam a bunch of shots. So I'm hoping like they could get a bunch of he could get some save points. But I feel like there's a higher chance of a Palace not scoring on Dubravka, and he keeps a clean sheet than Roofs perhaps. But so that's why I've done that. And then Van de Ven with Newcastle at home. Honestly, he might be one to sell actually now that I think about it, because he doesn't have great fixtures coming up, and he has been an FPL legend for me. So I think I might sell him. I might do a defensive transfer now that I think about it. So, or I could just roll, to be honest, because this is a nice home fixture. I mean, I wouldn't say nice home fixture, but it's a home fixture to be fair. So there's every chance he could cook. But anyway, I've got my triple captaincy active on Gabriel. And then I've got a triple up with Arsenal with Timber and Rice as well. I'll go into detail. Well, not too much into detail, but I'll just go over quickly why I'm captaining Gabriel. But then I've got Rogers with Brighton at home. I was tempted to sell him, but he got 8 points and 10 points for me recently. So looks like I'm keeping him. He's got 2 home fixtures in a row, one of them being Leeds. To be fair, Leeds have a decent defense, I think. I feel like at least Leeds have. I think Leeds have a decent defense away from home. Actually, maybe both. Honestly, I'm just yapping, but I feel like they do have a solid defense for a team that got promoted. I should say that. Wolves away, not the hardest, not the easiest either. And then Chelsea at home. he could cook, to be fair, against Chelsea. And then United away, honestly, I don't think he's going to do anything here, so I might sell him around that point. But then he has West Ham at home. He honestly has quite really good fixtures for the rest of the season. Like, this is like, you could keep him for the entire season. Honestly, these are really good fixtures, I feel like. But he's just so inconsistent. That's the issue. If he look on this looks consistent here, to be fair. But if we look at the previous if we look at his previous returns, let's look here. 2 points, 3 points, 5 points, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. You know what I mean? And then over here, this is around the time I bought him. I can't remember when I bought him. Maybe for Chelsea. I can't remember when I bought him, but yeah, I think I bought him after he got back-to-back 15-pointers. Please do more of those, Morgan. And then Bruno Fernandes, West Ham away. I don't have to say why. Obviously, Bomo as well. West Ham away, and then Harry Wilson with City away. He's one of the most transferred out. He is the most transferred out, as we saw earlier. But he has blanked in 3 of his last 5, but 9 points and 10 points is pretty solid, and he has really nice fixtures. He could still cook against City. I just feel like he's going to score against City. And then he has Sunderland away. He could do well there, to be fair. Sunderland kind of leak goals, I feel like. Spurs home, West Ham home, Forest away. I really like these 3 fixtures here, so that's why I'm probably just going to keep him, because I like those. And then I think he has even more fixtures after that. If we can quickly go, what am I doing? Sorry, I barely used the desktop. Only when I film I used it. So here, if we look here, yeah, Forest away, Burnley at home. He scored against Liverpool at home as well, and he's going to play them again. So he could score against them again. Brentford away, he could do well, to be fair. Same with Villa. This Arsenal one, not great. Honestly, I could just keep him for the whole season at this point, as long as he's just getting consistent returns. And then, hang on, how do I cancel this? Save. Where is it? Cancel. Okay, there. And then Holland, I'm going to start him this time. He's Fulham at home. And then João Pedro, of course, leads at home. On my bench, Rodon with Chelsea away, Anderson City away. And then, yeah, Igor Thiago probably could sell him. But now that I think about it, look at these fixtures. Like, bro, seriously, look at these fixtures. This is, if there's anyone to keep, it's him. Oh, my days. Maybe around this point you could sell him. Game week 36 probably. But, like, this is good. Obviously, I'm going to bench him here. But home fixture, away against Burnley. Bournemouth kind of lead goals. Wolves at home, Leeds away. Everton at home, who he scored a hat-trick against, away from home. Fulham at home. West Ham at home. United away. This one's not great. So, yeah, he has really nice fixtures, so I might as well just keep him. And I'm good. It's good that people are selling him, so his ownership goes down. As long as he's going to get me returns, of course. But yeah, so those 3 possible transfers for this game week, I could either roll or I could replace Igor Thiago, which I don't want to do as we just went over. But let's just go over some possible options. And if we go, not total points, but I like to just go to who's transferring in the most, because it just makes it easier to see. Ekatike, he has, who does he have? Sunderland away, Forest away, West Ham home. These are decent fixtures. But he's only done decently against Newcastle. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Oh. Or like it was a burp that was like trapped in my chest. Anyway, I'm low-key just probably just going to keep Igor Thiago, obviously, like we talked about. But Bowen is not a bad shout, to be fair. But he doesn't have the best fixtures in the world. But yeah, these are not the greatest fixtures. Maybe around this point, turning point here. But yeah, that's a long way from then. Oh, do we remember Chris Wood, bro? Oh my days, I totally forgot about him. But anyway, Mateta's injured and he has nice fixtures. So yeah, I might as well just keep Igor Thiago at this point. So we'll restore him. Harry Wilson, I talked about earlier as well that we should just keep him. But let's see if we could replace, like, who we could replace with. Because I know there's a few, like Semenyo. I like the look of Semenyo. He has some nice looking fixtures. Like these are nice fixtures if we look. The only problem is Pep Roulette, of course, but even still, like these are nice fixtures. We would have to bench him in game week 31, so that's a bit of an issue. But these are nice fixtures. So I'm looking at him, but like we talked about before, Harry Wilson has nice fixtures. So if anything, I would want to sell Rice, but Rice has some decent fixtures here too after his double game week. He has Spurs away. Maybe after Spurs away, we could sell him for Semenyo. And then, other than Semenyo, there is Otto. If anything, I should have bought Enzo earlier. I feel like now it might be a bit too late because he doesn't have the best fixtures, and I'm probably gonna have to sell Joao Pedro too, once he plays Arsenal away, probably. But if we look here, hang on, how do we yeah, we go scroll down. It's Myla Sarr. That's who I was thinking about. He has some nice fixtures. I think my brother bought him in, like Burnley at home, Wolves at home. United away is not good, but then he has Spurs away, Leeds at home. He scored recently. Goals scored, yeah, both of them were goals. So he's a bit on form. And then Spurs away, Leeds at home. He does blank like we talked about with Semenyo. Newcastle at home, West Ham at home. So this is a really good like set of fixtures, and that's why I was thinking of getting Munoz for Van de Ven, but I can't afford it. So that sucks a bit. So I either keep Wilson and buy Sarr, or sell Sarr for okay, sorry. So I sell either Rodgers or Wilson for Sarr. That's option 1. And then option 2 is I make no transfer, which I'm not opposed to. Or option 3, I sell Van de Ven for, let's see who we can get for, who we can afford as well. 4.9 million in the bank. Gahey is obviously an option, but he's 5.2 mil. Chalobah is too expensive as well. 4.8 mil for Senesi. I could get him, to be fair. There's also another one. His name's Hill from the same team, Bournemouth. Mukiele, I can't speak anymore. He's a good option too, but I already have Roofs, so I don't want to have a double up with Sunderland defense. Yeah, obviously I'd prefer Munoz, but he's literally 1 more million. So Senesi or Hill. He has nice fixtures. These are some nice fixtures. But I don't really trust Bournemouth like that anymore. When was the last time he kept a clean sheet? Clean sheet. Wolves away, fair enough. Other than that, though, the last time he kept a clean sheet was against Chelsea in game week 15. So in about 10 game weeks, he kept 2 clean sheets, or 11 game weeks, he kept 2 clean sheets. So that's not the best. But Hill is very cheap. He's like 3.9 mil. So I could get Hill. Let's see here. If I get Hill. Sorry, this video is a bit boring, but yeah, see here. Hill's 3.9 mil. And then if I sell Anderson, I can't even afford Munoz, bro. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, so I'll probably just roll. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about triple captaincy of Gabriel. Did I say why I was triple captaining him? No, I didn't. It's because I'm triple captaining him because he has these 2 fixtures here. They have a game midweek, but he could get rotated midweek, so he could get rest for both of these 2 Premier League fixtures. He's been really good. He's like I think the fourth top scorer in the Premier League, even though he was injured for a while in FPL. And he's uh he can obviously score like a bullet header. He could just score at any moment, which could result in a monster haul, especially if he keeps like 1 or 2 clean sheets, bonus points as well, DEFCON. Like I feel like there's just so much upside to triple captaining him. Whereas Holland, is the other triple captaincy option, which would be in game week 33 or 36, because in game week 33 there's a huge double game week. It's like the biggest one that's supposed to happen, but that's like a bench boost game week. So I do not want to use a triple captaincy for a bench boost game week. So I'd either triple captain Gabriel now or on Holland in game week 36. But in game week 36, you never know like what the situation could be. Like the circumstances could be so different. Like he could get rotated, he could be injured, God forbid, or he could like he could just just be being rested. He might not even play full 90 minutes. He might be focusing on Champions League instead of the Premier League. Like if Arsenal won the Premier League at that point, like we don't know what the circumstances could be. He might not be a good option anymore at that point. Obviously, he could still be a good option, and he could outscore Gabriel at that point. But like, it's better safe than sorry, I guess. So that's why I feel like I'm triple captain Gabriel. This would be the first ever time I think I captained a defender, let alone triple captain defender. So this is a bit of a big game week for me in that circumstance. So I either sell Van de Ven or I feel like this game week I'd either just sell Van de Ven or I roll, and I'm just I don't know. I just like the Newcastle at home fixture for him. I don't know. He could score at any moment. I feel like Van de Ven. He's like that type, like he scored against Burnley, but then like these 2 matches here are so cheeks. Like I don't know who I would even sell him for, other than Gahey, who I can't afford, or Munoz, who I can't afford. So it is what it is. So let me know who you guys are gonna triple captain, or what you're gonna do, or if you're just gonna captain Gabriel, or what you're. Just tell me your thoughts below, your plans, and let me know what you think of my team. Or if you have any questions, let me know. You can follow my socials. The links are in the description. You can drop a subscribe, like the video. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.